Hello everyone and welcome back to a new cleaning for free. This video is for everyone who needs to slow down a little bit, just like myself. So come and clean this bathroom with me at normal speed. I am used to edit my videos in such a way that the cleaning speed is about 4 times faster than the actual speed. Because if I would upload a 6-hour video, I think it will be so relaxing that many of you might fall asleep. But I also know that there is a small group of subscribers who really are getting that stressed feeling when they're watching a speedy cleaning. And I'm so sorry because cleaning has to be therapy in itself and not a reason to go to a therapist and talk about the stress that you're getting from my videos. And I actually can totally understand this because there are so many things that stress me out. For example, people who comment on my Facebook and call me a liar because I said that I rented a container for 2,000 euros. They're saying, for example, there is no way you rented a container for 2,000 euros. There is no container for that amount of money and it wasn't that much trash and blah, blah, blah. And somehow I get so angry because I feel like I need to defend myself, which I don't have to. But at the same time, I'm feeling so irritated by these comments. Like, were you there? Did you actually help me clean? I felt the need to provide proof of the fact that the container did actually cost 2,000 euros. And that's why I posted a link of the website where I rented the container from. And I told them, look, this is the 40 cubic meters container that I rented. But there were still some assholes who derided me and made fun of me and said that I could never have filled a container of that size. I almost felt like I wanted to post an actual picture of the container completely filled up, but then I was thinking, no, I don't want to expose the homeowner and all her belongings that were in the container. So what I did next is I used my power to delete those comments out of my life. I remember that about 1 month ago, I was sitting at this fancy restaurant with Richard Sales because he was here to do the Rotterdam Clean with me. If you don't know Richard, he is a really big influencer from the UK and he shared some of his wisdom with me. He told me that he hardly reads the comments under his posts because he knows that if he posts something and there are 100 positive comments but one negative one, he knows for a fact that with any influencer, the negative one will stick to him. And that's why he protects himself by hardly reading any comments. And I think this is a very wise thing to do. However, I think that on a platform as YouTube, it is a slightly different case. Because when someone posts on TikTok or Instagram, when a video goes viral, there is so many people seeing that video and commenting whatever comes to their mind. Whereas on YouTube, it is more like a sense of community, I think. And not just the subscribers on my channel, but the overall cleaning for free community. If you subscribe to a YouTube channel, it is often content that you like to watch. And on Instagram and TikTok, this is different because you have a page and all kind of videos pop up. Videos you like, videos you don't like. So it's a very different kind of public over there. What I'm trying to say is that when I feel stressed out and I feel depressed because someone is very mean to me on other platforms, I always come back to YouTube because reading you guys' comments, it literally makes me cry sometimes. And not because I'm sad, but because of happiness. I feel like you guys are the ones who really know how much hard work goes into these cleanings for free and in editing the videos and in doing the voiceover. And I cannot express enough how grateful I am for all your sweet support. Saying this reminds me that I forgot to mention the people who gave a super thanks on the Smoky video. Thank you so much, Carolyn and Faith. Now, if you feel like you want to support these cleanings for free in another way than just watching these videos, which is already great, then you can go to the website buymeacoffee.com and you can buy a sponge for $5 and each sponge stands for cleaning for free, and I will put the link to that donation page in the description. Now it is time for me to de-stress from the little rant earlier in this video by listening to these lovely cleaning sounds. After I gave the shower floor a quick wipe when it was still dry, it was time to check out the shower drain. What was very interesting to me is that someone had taken off the lid and just put it on the floor right there, and you could clearly see that there was a lot of hair on it. It looked to me like someone had been trying to dye their hair in the shower, because when I removed all the hair, it left a stain on that lid and the floor was also stained, so there was something coming off of that hair. And since I wasn't really able to categorize the type of dirt that was on the bathroom floor, I am thinking that she might have tried to dye her hair and that the dye got into her bathroom floor or something. I actually don't know. Wait, I'm going to text the homeowner if she knows what kind of stains those were, and hopefully she can give me an explanation. Now let's check if that drain is clogged or not. Fingers crossed! Lucky me, the drain wasn't clogged, but I already got a text message back from the homeowner about the stains on the bathroom floor, and she said that her daughter is chronically ill, and I knew that, but I didn't know what kind of sickness she had. So she explained that her daughter has an inflammatory bowel disease. To be honest, I had never heard of this, so I looked it up, and it is quite something. I read the symptoms, and the most common symptoms are diarrhea, but not just once a day. It can be 10 times a day, 20 times a day, and even during the night. And very often there comes blood and slime with the stool. And it also comes with abdominal pain and fatigue. It broke my heart to think about this girl who was homebound for the last few years because it was necessary that there was a toilet within reach. Right now she's treated with medication and she is a little better. My wish for her is that this summer she will be able to go outside and enjoy a little sunshine. Surprise! Here is a little intermezzo with an update on my veggie garden. This is our backyard, and we're filling up the planters that my husband made. And if you're wondering what I'm wearing, well, these red socks and pink slippers are the newest gardening fashion. We filled up the planters with fertilized garden soil, and my husband made some arches, sort of, with wooden slats and mesh, so we can grow the cucumbers and the zucchinis and they can climb over the arch. And in the meantime, my seedlings are growing great behind glass. These are my baby bell peppers. It is still a miracle to me how the smallest seeds burst open secretly in the soil. Oh, apparently it's already time to go back to cleaning again. Let's listen to these sounds. I only brought one pumice stone with me, and this was everything that I could do with it before it completely dissolved. And that's the thing, when you are cleaning for free, you receive pictures from the situations, and you cannot always estimate what kind of dirt there is in a bathroom like this, for example. So even the tiles on which I used the pumice stone were not completely free from the stains, and I think the only thing that would have helped in this case is, what is it called again? Hydrogen peroxide. I had a radio interview about a month ago, and they asked me what kinds of stains I consider most stubborn, and I said urine stone. Urine stone is a chemical reaction between urine and limescale. Some people might come up with vinegar and baking soda or a mix of these two to remove the stains. But, in my experience, when the pumice stone doesn't do its work, these stains have been there for quite some time, quite some years, and vinegar is not corrosive enough to really remove it, so you need something stronger. In a previous video, I used hydrogen peroxide on a concrete floor, and there were also some body fluids that were there for a couple of months, and it worked really, really well without damaging that floor. Now, if you have these urine stone stains in your own house and you might want to order hydrogen peroxide to remove it, please read the instructions carefully. As you can see, I made the mistake of filming a couple of clips in portrait mode instead of landscape mode, and I could turn some around, but this one was a little harder to turn around, so I'm keeping the view like this, and I hope you don't mind. What I thought was really funny is that a couple of people commented about King's Day on my last video because in 2 weeks it's King's Day here in the Netherlands and we're celebrating the birthday of our royals. And yeah, it's always in April and it is just a really fun holiday. And I would like to make some footage and, of course, show it to you. Okay, normally I would cut this part of the video out. This is the part where I'm panting, I'm all reddish, I am tired, and it's almost the end of the clean, and you can see that my mind is all over the place, but I'm keeping it in, you guys. This is real. I'm just a human, and at the end of every clean, I am tired and I need an hour or so to recover. Cleaning is a workout, but cleaning for free in these kind of homes is really a marathon. And even though I do try to drink a lot during a clean, I hardly ever eat anything, and so I'm always quite hungry at the end. So these are all the excuses for me looking like this and acting like this. I need 5 more minutes to do the final touches, and then you will see the before and afters. Just a quick question for all of you at the end of this video. What about me doing an ASMR voiceover for the next video? I myself am such a fan of ASMR, but I would like to know your thoughts. Put them in the comments. This is almost the end of this video, and I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will let you watch the before and after clips in silence so you can actually enjoy it, soak it in, and be relaxed. I'll see you in the next one.